Yo, it's the Latin Assassin. What's up? What's happening? Do we even remember how to do this? Maybe. Maybe we do. Maybe we don't. Does bro even remember how to cast a line? We're gonna find out in due time. Cuba Creel, what's happening? Well, we know that silver works, so that's good. All right, so then that means that away. There to there, and that away. Yo, CX, what's happening? Yo, what up, Peter? Move, what's that? We are back. Happy New Year to all the homies. Ralphie, what's happening? Unlimited, Q, lo que pasa, bro? We are back, dudes. Yes. It's weird. It's almost hot out here, guys. I guess that's what happens when you're just cooped up for a long time. Seasons pass you by. This is live. Do not adjust your screens, whatever they may be, whether they are phone screens, actual TV screens, computer monitors. All right, so all right, that should have adjusted my mouth noise to be what I expect it to be. All right, guys, we are out here fishing a little drop that seems to have had some hope. We're throwing a jig out here. I was waiting for the camera to get ready. Well, technically it was a phone, not the camera. Well, I was waiting for it to get ready to go live. I just decided to cruise over here real quick and see what was up. I definitely got more something. Let's check it out. Okay, so I can see where I believe you're at, Creel. There is a bunch of clouds over there. I'm assuming that Creel was directing that comment to me. But what's up, guys? What's been happening? What have you guys been up to? And again, Happy New Year to all the homies. Hopefully your 2026 kicks bass. But if it doesn't, don't blame it on me, as I had nothing to do with it. Remember, guys, since it is January, now, it only takes a 4-pound BBL in order for us to pay out the $125 BBL plus giveaway. I don't even remember the words that are utilized on this channel. Now, guys, we will be getting off the water at about sometime before 3:30 because 3:30 is the start of the NFL week something. Could be 17, I don't remember. But the last week of the NFL season kicks off at 3:30, and that game is between the Bucks and the Panthers. And I believe that is for first place in the division. So that is a pivotal game. No breaks in the clouds. Right, feel the rock as I was expecting. So the action should be happening in this direction if we are able to capitalize on any action. Now I am currently in about 25 feet of water. There is some rock. Apparently I'm stuck in it. So that's very nice. That's how we want to start off 2026. Getting stuck in some rock, getting out of the rock, and then working our way through the rest of the year. Now, if you guys would like to put your New Year's resolutions in the chat, well, that's cool. My New Year's resolution was, I have no New Year's resolution. Water temp somehow has become 52 degrees. We were in the 40s, bros, at some point in time. But I guess when you don't get out on the water, things happen. Life passes you by. That is the aquatic life, of course. All right, so I assume Unlimited's New Year's resolution was no New Year's resolution. Now, during the break, bros, I'm telling you, saved my life. I did pack on quite a few pounds. So much so that I told the moderator, okay, I gotta go on a fast real quick. So, I believe I was at, I don't remember what number the moderator said. I told her 193. Remember, guys, that was from 175 or so. Oh, that is a very low bar to set for your New Year's resolution, bro. That is very low. I was hoping, CX, that you would strive for something a lot higher, like, I don't know, save the planet or something, or who knows. But who knows? We'll see if we can make that happen. But yeah, so I was at 193. So I told the moderator, okay, I know the problem is over and no movement. So I told her I shall not eat past this certain time. I don't know what time it was. I think it was maybe 2 or 3. So I didn't eat the rest of the day. I only drank water. And as I woke, I was, I believe, 4 pounds lighter. So, it's as simple as that, guys. All right, Creel has his goal set. You see, CX, that's the type of goal that is respectable right there. The goal is for me to fall in. Now that I can respect. And Creel, it may be more possible for me to fall in because I am wearing these slippery shoes, bro. These are my new kicks. And the other kicks, they didn't slip as much as these do when they are wet on the bottom. These have like a rubber sole, which to me, I felt like that should be a little bit more grip, but it is not. So the other ones had some, like, I don't know, some kind of dumb stuff. But when I step on here, you see that? You see that? Good thing I was in wrestling and I live on the balls of my feet. But you see how easy it is to slip off of this boat now. So if I happen to step there for some strange reason, right now the carpet does have water on it, but if I step there for some strange reason, whoop, I'm going into the water, bro. So we have tested it, made sure the level of slipperiness of my shoes, my new shoes, so I can adjust my body. My body could adjust to that. That's a rock. Okay. Could this be the first New Year jig loss of the year? It better not be. Though this is the peanut butter and jelly one, it has not really got me any closer to, I don't even know if I've caught a fish off of this. Oh, we're looking for the first fish of the new year. So yes, Creel, your dream is alive. There is a higher likelihood of forget. Is it like extremely likely? Probably not. Because remember, dudes, I live on the balls of my feet. All right, Sam said he just had his last meal of the day. Yo, what up? Mantoni's in the house. Happy New Year, Mantoni. Sam, I'm telling you, bro, I didn't eat after, I don't know, maybe 3 o'clock. And then next thing you know, I woke up 4 pounds lighter. Now, the moderator claims that is some sort of superpower, but I don't think it is. I think it's just, you know, it's simple calorie mathematics. Don't put anything into your body and then the calories start to shed. But, Merry Christmas even, que hubo, vato? Merry Christmas. Now, I assume that a gentleman like you, Mantoni, did not receive coal in his stocking, but maybe you've been up to things that I don't know about. So maybe you did get coal in your stockings. Ah, yes. Senor Mantoni is also a wrestling veteran. And Senor Mantoni knows about managing the weight. But yes, 4 pounds from just, I mean, I did some push-ups and whatever, but it was mainly less calorie intake because I was eating stuff at like maybe midnight. Dang, you guys are lucky I didn't turn into a gremlin. Maybe I did turn into a gremlin, who knows? But either way, I was eating stuff at midnight. I was eating stuff at all hours of the night, you know, because I was binge watching stuff with the moderator. And I was like, bro, these pants fit me a little bit tighter. What's the deal? And luckily, the moderator kept my fat guy pants, and I'm wearing them right now. They fit pretty loose, but my fat guy pants. Dang, bro. Lunch has been your last meal of the day. I'm feeling the bottom here, guys. There were signs of of fish presence here, but to get them to bite is the next level that we need to achieve. I just accidentally tapped my my trolling motor right now, and I was about ready to set the hook, and then I looked up and I was like, oh, the trolling motor touched the rod, and then I got mad. All right, after this, since it's not that windy, I'm going to throw a Nico down there. I should be able to just work that Nico real slow down there and see what's up. What's my air temp at the moment? Unknown, bro. It's probably like 50 degrees. Well, let me just check on my watch. I think I have that. Well, it says the high is 60. So it doesn't really tell me what. Oh, wait, excuse me. Excuse me, my watch is cooler than I thought. Budo Jarvis. Jarvis says now is 57 degrees. Jarvis, you sneaky son of a fish. So it says it's 57 degrees. Water temp 50 degrees. Fret not, guys. All we need is that 4-pounder so we can pay out the $125 Bass Pro Shopper Tackle Warehouse gift card, which Yakety Yak won back-to-back. What the heck? So technically, Yakety Yak did not win back-to-back because it was Yakety Yak, but somebody had won right before Yakety Yak, but they didn't claim it. Potentially, oh, I don't even want to bring it up, but we know who it was. It was a 3D shape. We won't talk about it, but it was a 3D shape who won. And I think there was one other person, and I don't know who it was. And then it was Yakety Yak. And then after that, Eastern Kentucky or something like that won. And then you know, sometimes I think that CX, sometimes I think these guys know when I'm here and they're all like, oh dear God, he's gonna make a fool of us. This basically right here is fishing punked, right? Or punked. And in case you guys don't know what punked is a prank show where these guys go around and set them up, hitting cameras, this, that, and the other, right? Used to come out on MTV, which I don't know if MTV has ceased to exist. I saw something, but I don't really pay attention. So this is like the punked version of fish. So fish are going around and they're just living their lives. And I'm there, and then I punk them with fake lures, right? So with fake baits. And then they're all like, ah, he got me. And then they come out on camera and I'm like, look at this fool. Look at him. We got him. Oh, so they're just kind of like, they're not really on board with that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So they've caught on to that and they're like, there's a boat up there. It looks like silver. Am I being punked? Am I on fishing punked? So we don't know. I think that is why they, you know, they get tight-lipped. Yo, Sam, I'm confused, bro. I don't know what the heck. I haven't been on the water in a long time. Though I have been playing throwback video games, bro. I did with Worm Jim. And it was cool. It's a little bit difficult, but it's cool. Now the difficulty level of old video games is, I don't think it is if passes of new age video games. Now you guys will be like, this guy's a total idiot. New age video games are so complex. I mean, look at this game that you could do this, you could quick scope, you could do all this other stuff, you have blah 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 blah. AI, this, blah, 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 blah. Who cares? I want you guys to try Castlevania Stage 1 there. Oh my God, Castlevania Stage 1 was making me mad. I want you guys to play Star Tropics. There's a stage that I'm in right now that it's ridiculous because this is very unforgiving, guys. And I don't put these little save points or whatever. If it was not in the game, then I ain't doing it. So if I got 3 lives, and those 3 lives are all they give you to pass the stage before you can get like a continue or a save point or whatever, then I'm using only those 3 lives because we're what was that? Because we're taking it back to the old school where there were consequences for mistakes. So that's basically what's going down, bro. These new games, they're all like, oh, let's respawn you here. Yeah, you got blown up 50 times. We'll just respawn you, unlimited lives, all this other stuff. No, these other video games, bro. If you die, that was it. It was game over. Yo, Happy New Year, Gary. What's happening? So if you die, it was game over. And I felt that pain. I got a little frustrated a couple times. You know, the frustration. The classic frustration where you may or may not, I can neither confirm nor deny, may or may not, you know, take a different tone with your TV. I mean, it's not really the TV's fault. It's mainly the character that you are dealing with. Right now, I'm throwing a Nico, guys. Slow rolling a Nico. Yaggity yak. Yo, Sam, I didn't even know how to get back in the boat. That's how thrown off my schedule was. Now, I would like to see, let's say, a moon character, and I'm talking about the IRS agent. I would like to see the moon guy play some of these old school games, because he called me a noob one day. We won't say what day, but one day he called me a noob. And I was like, I'd like to see this noob play these games because the games are unforgiving. So, yeah, yakety yak, the back-to-back winner was technically not the back-to-back. Yo, what up, Loon? What's happening? It was technically not a back-to-back winner. He was like, what is this like? He was like if how to explain it, because there's nothing that I know of that would be a great comparison. It would be like if in a beauty pageant, like the winner didn't show up, and they'll be like, okay, well then the next winner is this person, and then next thing you know, we get to yakety yak, and this is in no way, shape, or form a description or a evaluation of his physical features. But then it got down to like the 3rd best contestant, and then it was all like, okay, yakety yak, you win. But a winner nonetheless. 2 times in a row. It's kind of like Jason in Michigan. Nuke Man, what up? So yeah, guys. Oh, I gotta catch a fish so that we could start up. That's stuck, I think. Oh, that was stuck in a friggin' in a brush pile, more than likely. More than likely got brushed. They brushed me, dogs. Kamikaze, I have no idea, bro. We barely got out here. Yeah, I was trying to, dude, but I was trying to something. I didn't know how to compare it. Like, oh, here we go. Here's a better one. Okay, so I don't mean to take away your beauty contest, but you've probably also not been described with these guys either. So let's say Yakety Yak, I think maybe he was third place. Let's say he was third place, right? So Yakety Yak stands on the podium. He's got that third place Olympic medal. But we find out it was a drug controversy, a performance enhancing drug controversy with the, I don't know, let's say the Russians and the Chinese, and Yak is representing the US. So the Russian gets kicked out and he's like, oh, well, that guy didn't win. So now Yak moves up to second place. But then we find out that the Chinese also partook in some performance enhancing drugs. So then next thing you know, Yak is the winner by default. That's a better comparison right there, guys. So Yak, he did win, but he won by controversy. You know what I'm saying? Like, not of his own, but like the fact that these other people didn't show up to collect their prize means that Yak was the winner, but not really the winner. He was the winner by default, but still, same money, same, I mean, they accept third place winner money as they do first place winner money. So I think that is, hey, Moon, you better cut that noob stuff out. Moon's got 5 on it, fishing with Silver and me. Moon's got 5 on it. He could never play Castlevania with me. Yo, Moon, try and play Castlevania, the first stage. It's a little frustrating. I mean, it's doable, bro, but it's frustrating. You have 6 buttons to choose from: up, down, left, right, and B and A, bro. And you'd be surprised how difficult that could become. Yo, what up, Steve? What color am I throwing, Sam? Sorry about that. All right, so color that I'm throwing is watermelon red flake. And the line that I use on my bait casters, this is like Pro Line or Power Line. Maybe, I think it's Pro Line. Pro Line, some high vis line. It's just so that I can see it, bro. It's about 30-pound braid. I've noticed that this braid, I don't know if all braids do, I assume they do, it does hold a lot of water when I reel it in. I find that my hand gets wet, and in the winter, wet hands are not great. But I have a, I don't know, a rod and a half length, so maybe about 10-foot leader of fluorocarbon. And the only reason that I have a 10-foot leader, some people will put a shorter leader and whatnot. The only reason that I have a 10-foot leader is because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to retie a leader on. So I tie an extremely long leader so that when I do bust out a retee, I don't need to change my leader that often, because it's there, bros. You'll do a shot. You will not move. I guarantee you that. Dang, bro. These guys are concerned for the whereabouts of Rude. All right, guys, let's take a cruise. We've given these guys long enough to decide that they just don't want to show up on Fishing Punked. I do have, let's change that plan. I do have a deeper diving jerkbait on right here. Let me try that for just a couple casts. There is a loon around here. Yo, let them know what's happening. Happy New Year to everybody who's just joined us. We are still in search of the 2026 first bass of the season. It better not be a little Juan or a little Rob. It better be something just ready to set off 2026. First BFS glide bait catch yesterday. Okay, hold on a second. Finesse system. How are you casting a glide bait on a? I don't even want to get into it, bros. You finesse system fishermen. Much love, bros. I will not be partaking in any bass finesse system chingle dingles. Not I. Yo, what up, bass fishing? Happy New Year, dog. Yo, what's up, loon? What's happening? Oh, I want to do the loon walk. That's what's up. All right, seriously, if this loon takes my bait, I'm gonna beat his bass. Yo, well, at this point in time, will not be out here for much longer or much past 2:30 probably, because again, the NFL starts at 3:30. So I would like to go watch that. There's a lot of birds over there chasing bait. But I've been through this whole bird chasing bait situation at that bridge. There's so much bait over there. I mean, it's ridiculous. So I don't even mess around there. Creel, I know you are face palming because you believe that I will not get off the water at that time. But I will. I will, Creel. I like to prove others wrong, Creel. So as you say, I will get off the water. Well, I have no choice now, Creel. You incorrect. It's a nasty habit of mine to, I should let my dome get some sun, you know what I'm saying? Yo, what up, old school? Happy New Year. All right, guys, let's go for a cruise. So the Alabama score was not surprising to me, Yak. Was not surprising at all. Indiana is tough. Are fundamentally sound, a fundamentally sound football team. Oh, now I know why I didn't want to go fast. Because it's cold. Woo! All right, so I'm gonna side image right here, guys. There's gonna be a bunch of bait underneath me. There is so much bait underneath me, guys, that the bottom is not marking correctly. The bottom is currently marking at 8 feet, but it is 30 some feet here. Yo, what's up, Grandmaster? Yes, guys, so much bait, it's ridiculous. Yo, Happy New Year, Grandmaster. All right, let's take a little cruise, guys. It's gonna get a little cold. Let's see how long this hood stays on. All these fish that I'm seeing right here are more than likely drum, so I gotta get away from them. eelgrass come from? What happened out here? That was 3 patches of floating eelgrass. Well, hopefully those guys leave some fish, bro. They usually come over here and tear it up. That was a little cold, bros. That was a little cold. I didn't like it. I definitely did not like that. 12 feet of water here, guys. I'm throwing a mega bass jerk bait. The main channel is right behind me. Oh, they'll be everywhere, bro. Yo, Hooks, what's happening? Happy New Year. Had to put 2 rubber duckling animations. Bro, that adds to the complexity of going live. I have tried, dudes. I had tried to put some overlays and stuff like that, but this current setup that I have, so when the GoPro is on my home internet, everything worked fine. But when I put it on Elon's Wi-Fi service, it didn't work at all, which was odd. So I haven't figured out how to get that to all add up and play well together. That has not worked out for me, so I gave it a shot, and then I was like, that's too much headache. I just want to throw lines. I don't want to pave the way to chaos in the digital realm while I'm fishing, because then I don't want to have a computer here and all kinds of stuff. It's just too much. When all I'm trying to do is catch a BBL, bros. That's it. I ain't worried about it. That's grass. Oh, that's a grass fish. But it's just grass. Ba-da-da-da-da. And it's just grass. It's not just grass, guys. I'm just singing the jam. What's his name? 22. All right, let's see what this is, guys. It's either foul hooked. Yeah, it's just a little bass. It's a little bass hooked on the side of the face. We do have man hooks on this mega bass, so we'll just flip them in. And there we go, guys. This is the first fish of 2026. Not the biggest, not the smallest. I mean, it could have got smaller than this. But it is the first bass of 2026, hooked with all 3 hooks. Look at that, guys. Hooked with all 3 hooks. These are man hooks now. This fish right here is the first fish of 2026. Thank the good Lord that we have ourselves a fish. What the heck, bro? And first fish on a mega bass that we've caught in a while. So we know that this guy is just puro little Juan right here. I mean, little Rob. Puro little Rob right here, guys. But thank the good Lord, this is how we ring in 2026. Let that little homie go. Now, I think Sam said he sent the chupacabra over here to get rid of the other mammal that was plaguing us. And it must have worked. Whoever sent that chupacabra must have scared that other mammal away. Yo, Jamar, what up, dog? Happy New Year, player. So that is the first bass of 2026. We didn't weigh him, dog. He was a little Juan or a little John. Yes, it was on a mega bass. Oh, wait a second. Let's see here. If I catch a bass over 2 pounds, $25, okay, a quarter, all right, and a quarter to the BBL. I have until I get off the water. Uh-oh. All right. I scrolled up to read that message. Let's see what we can do, guys. That would add to it, thus making it a $150 Bass Pro Shop. Wait, hold on, CX. Are you saying that I need to catch the BBL Plus and then you'll add the $25 on there? Or are you saying if I catch that 2-pounder, then you will add $25 to the BBL Plus? Actually, let me take my hat off, let my dome get a little bit of sunlight. I apologize in advance, guys, for the sheen, the shine that's going to come off of this dome. it might get too intense for some people. Nope, just a 2-pounder. Okay. All right, so I just need to catch a 2-pounder. That's easy. Easier said than done. All right, so maybe I should have weighed that other guy. I think he would have been shy of 2 pounds, but maybe I should have weighed him. My bad, guys. My bad. Let me check something. Gotta check my brakes real quick. Okay. Nope, everything looks good. So let's see what we can make happen. What time is it? Let's at least know that. Okay, so we got about 2 hours. 2 hours to catch, because we are not gonna fall into Creel's trap of staying out here longer than we should. Yo, bass fishing. I think I provide the brain oxygen through the nostrils. If I've been providing the brain oxygen through my head, then, oh God, I have completely. But I just want to get like a regular person suntan, bro. I don't want to get like a fisherman suntan. It's odd. I'm not a fan of it. I'd like to be a normal person on land. Look at how brave this guy is, slapping a mega bass on the water. Like these fools can hold up to it. But don't worry, I just skimmed it off the water. All right, I think I'm gonna have to throw slightly deeper. Let's throw a couple times over here, even though this is not the direction where I was fishing and I caught that other fish. But I will throw in this direction. The first bass was on a mega bass. 2026. Is it the year of the mega bass? I mega doubt it. Yo, what up, Alabama? What's live? Which is always good. I have no idea how to put any statements that I've made together with Dead Rabbit's statement. I just said I want a regular suntan, bro. I have my hat on most of the time, and it means that the top of my dome will look a little white or lighter, while my face and other areas become more brown or tan. I just remembered. Sorry guys, I had to laugh because I just remembered something that somebody had sent me in a text that pertained to that I'm doing now. That was hilarious. Liking the new job. All right, bro. That's what's up. See, Creel doesn't believe in the chupacabra, lechuzas, all of the above. Creel only believes in the white thing. For those of you who are not familiar with it, the white thing is Alabama's version of Bigfoot. It's just white. Why would it serve? Like, what would... All right, so let's get past the fact of whether Bigfoots exist or not, right? Let's just assume that they exist. But what, like, what survivability advantage does white fur in the woods bring you? That makes no sense. Why would you have white fur? You would have to have like brown or something. So can somebody explain to me why Alabama would have the white thing and it not be spotted multiple times? Because this dude has white fur. What biological evolutionary advantage does it provide him? He's not a polar bear. He's not in like Alaska or wherever these fools live. He's not in any of those areas where there's snow. So why would he be the white thing? That makes no sense. Well, Dead Rabbit, you messing with me, it just extremely confused me because I was like, what did I say? There has to be some logic behind the joke, bro. And I was lost. I was like, wait a second, what's he talking about? Did I say something? I just want a regular suntan, bro. Okay, wait a second. Sam, are you talking about you've seen Bigfoot footprints? And one of the Bigfoot ladies was going, whoop, 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 whoop. When you walked by, they were just whooting at you? Or whooping at you? Is that what you're talking about here, bro? Is Sam a essentially female Bigfoot bait? Dang, watch that, little bro. This guy has female Bigfoot bague. Okay, so Sam says that he has seen... Okay, you're talking about in Florida. Is that what you're saying, dog? I gotta see what Sam's situation is here before I start to begin my analysis. Even though nobody has told me anything as to why the white thing would have a evolutionary advantage to have white fur in the woods. Makes no sense. I mean, right now, maybe, because look, the trees are kind of like a gray, and then maybe he could hide next to a tree or something, but why would he have it in the woods? All right. Let's get a 2-pounder, guys. Ah, an immature eagle. Okay, so they hibernate all summer and only come out during the winter. Okay, that is at least one theory that we have now, guys. That during the summer, the white thing is just hibernating, which would go contrary to most life cycles. But during the summer, hibernating, maybe it's because he doesn't like, with all the hair, yo, you might be onto something, Limno. With all the hair that he has, he hates Alabama summers because of the heat. So he hibernates through the entire thing. And then in the winter, he comes out and he hides amongst the trees when they're all like leaves lost and whatnot, and he can cruise about with more freedom and it won't be as hot. I'm liking this here, Limno. I am liking this. At least there is some sort of thought process that is going. Oh, bald eagle up front with an immature eagle. They're probably going to throw down. He's probably chasing him. He's all like, yo, dude, that's what I thought. Get out my hood. And now he's coming back over here, and the immature eagle continues to fly away. Oh, there's 2 bald eagles right there. Yo, where are you, Ben? There are 2 bald eagles, I believe, that are on this island right here. Potentially have a nest, who knows? Nunya, what up? Wait a second. So Liminal is saying, while the bears are hibernating, then this fool comes out of hibernation and then just goes into their bear dens and just starts handling business. Though I'm not sure that bears here hibernate because, dude, like right now it's in the 50s. Why would a bear be hibernating? That dude should be out and about. Okay, so this is in California, not Florida. All right, guys, we have a potential Bigfoot, not sighting, but hearing, let's call it. Okay, so here's the thing, Nunya. It seems like you should probably never sleep, bro, because you seem to be, I don't know, waking up to some potentially not good situations here. That is almost as, oh, there goes my mega bass. It just hit the camera. Let's see. How are you doing, Mega Bass? Oh, that hurt. Oh, I probably broke in half. It's still alive. All right, Mega Bass, you guys are making stronger jerk baits. Okay, but it's worse than like Freddy Krueger, bro. Nightmare on Elm Street. Every time you went to sleep, that's when you got. So I kind of feel like you should never go to sleep. Freddy Krueger, bros, back in the day when I heard of Freddy Krueger, I didn't want to go to sleep. But here's the thing. I had two options. I either fell asleep and dealt with the potential of having to survive an attack from Freddy Krueger, or not go to sleep and have the chief murder me for not going to sleep. So I took the lesser of two evils because one was guaranteed death, and you guys can choose whichever one you think it was, but one was guaranteed death. And the other one was, hey bro, I'm gonna take my chances. So I'm gonna say that I did sleep and I took my chances with Freddy Krueger, bro, because you don't take your chances with the chief. You take your chances with Freddy Krueger because, I mean, that could go, I mean, it could just be a toss-up right there, bro. Who's gonna win? But with the chief, oh, there was no who's gonna win. There was game over, fatality, chief wins, flawless victory. And you're just like, all right, I better go to sleep, see what Freddy's got for me. Yo, dude, I'm telling you, it was between the chief and Freddy Krueger. I'm taking Freddy Krueger. In fact, me and Freddy Krueger, we became buddies. You know what I'm saying? He showed a bit of respect towards me, right? He's like, yo, kid, and he was trying to scare me and whatnot. And I was like, look, dude, I'm only here because if I don't, my mom's gonna murder me. And then we started to become buddies, you know what I'm saying? He's all like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, what up, dog? And he's like, nah, nothing, you know, the usual, just murdering people around. And I'm all like, all right, whatever, dog. He's like, enjoy yourself. I left that TV on, blah, 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 and you know, whatever. And I was like, all right, cool, dog, thanks. And then he went out and did his thing because he went after those who had less to fear than I did. And I was just all like, yo, Freddy, I mean, you ain't got nothing on the chief, bro, so whatever. I don't know if they were needle fingers, bro. I think they were more like well manicured blades. It was kind of like Edward Scissorhands, but like after he went to the dark side. Because I think Edward Scissorhands, he was all like, he. Though, did Freddy have two hands with blades or just one? I think it might have been two. But Edward Scissorhands, or Freddy, is just Edward Scissorhands after life got to him. You know what I'm saying? After all the chicas played with his heart and they were like, oh, you're so cute, but those scissor hands, they hurt. And so they're like, okay, well, I can't date you because you're gonna, you know, caress my face and scar me up for life. So then Edward Scissorhands was left with broken hearts. And then he said, you know what, forget this. And then he had an accident, and this is just speculation. He had an accident and I don't know, somehow his house burnt or something. And then that's how he turned to the dark side. And then he was all like, all right, well, this is who I am. Just one hand, okay? So then, now that I know it's just one hand, then my Edward Scissorhands story is not adding up. So let's forget about Edward Scissorhands, which was also a weird movie. I never really understood that. What is this? I'm gonna have to look that word up before I even say it, bro. I'm not looking to get in trouble here, bro, so. All right, let's go in search of, actually, let me throw a jig head minnow right here. I was throwing I don't even remember what they're called. That's how long I haven't been fishing. Wait, did I leave this all line twisted up? Negative. Negative, I think. Negative, I know. Dude, I don't know how many movies Johnny Depp has been in that have been weird. Cry Baby, that was kind of weird. Edward Scissorhands, that's weird. Maybe that's the only ones he's been in that are weird. I guess you got to be in some weird movies when you're growing up in order to finally get your break. I don't know if you guys remember any weird movies that I didn't. Right now we are throwing a 1/4 ounce ring roller jig head with a minnow, a bizbait minnow as the body of the worm. I mean the jig head, the trailer. Okay, well, what are the weird ones, bro? Because I know he's been in some weird movies. I just don't know what they are. I draw the line at some point in time. Oh, I mean, I haven't seen it, so I don't know how weird it is, but he was in the Sweeney Todd, maybe? The barber movie. So some would think that's weird. But some ladies might think that's not weird and be all like, oh, that was actually, he looks so cute in that, or whatever. Oh, yes, but he wasn't, like, he was just a normal person. So, like, I'm talking about when he's playing weird characters. Like Edward Scissorhands or someone like that. Sherlock Gnomes. What is that? We are currently in 16 feet of water. It's a weird kid movie. Seeing as how I was not a weird kid, then I probably didn't see it. Yo, Yak, the game that did surprise me a little bit, going away from Johnny Depp movies, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Okay, I did see that one, and that one was kind of, it was not as weird as the other ones, but he does have, let's call them eccentric characters, bro. So I remember him from Once Upon a Time in Mexico. That wasn't a totally weird character. Now, when he got his eyeballs plucked, then he was a little bit weird. But I think prior to that, too weird. Dude, 100% vitamin D absorption. I have to get that vitamin because the flu is all around us now. So, gotta make sure that the flu is held at bay. I'm like, look, flu, you can come and get me, dog, but it's not gonna end well for you, so do your worst. Oh, Pirates of the Caribbean is actually a good, like, movie franchise or whatever they're called. That one I do like, and his quirkiness, it sells the character. But the game that did surprise me, dog, was the Georgia Ole Miss game. I expected Georgia to have more of what they're known for, but, you know, like their defense and stuff like that, and the ability to produce some offense when necessary, but then it just kind of went unexpectedly, let's call it that. It was weird. I was like, what was that all about? Well, that one was one that was not on my radar. But it is what it is. All right, let's move, guys. We caught one here, and that was it. You only get 70 days of sunshine. So I think I read somewhere that, or somebody told me that this place here gets, was it either more rain or more cloudy days? I think it was more rain than Seattle. I think that's what I heard or something like that. So, Lane Kiffin moving fired him up. Well, that is possible, bro. It was just kind of unexpected because you can get fired up, but you still have to execute. You still gotta execute. And they were out there executing. There's gonna be a buoy on my side. Don't be scared. That's a buoy. That might actually be one of the buoys I hit, Creel. Allegedly. I think there's a spider on the brim of my hat. Okay, there's grass in about 10 feet. Feet straight off to the side over there. Got it. And it seems like there's some fish. Okay, let me see where I'm at. Throw to that. Got it. I seem to be down in 15 feet. Let me line it up. Okay, on there. Oh, I did say that, bro. I said the Georgia game, Georgia and the Ole Miss game was a little surprising to me. These fools were able to pull that one off. Well, that one was surprising. And actually, it was a little sad because I wanted to see that rematch between Georgia and their old quarterback. That would have been cool, just to see, you know, see what's what. Well, Dead Rabbit, that is nice to hear that you haven't smoked for 57 days, I believe is what I read. Hopefully you don't do anything to pop your heart, bro. That sounds a little bit hardcore. Now, let me ask you a question, Dead Rabbit. You're going to the gym. Now, why do you need pre-workout? Is my question. Why do you need pre-workout? Are you attempting to be like Mr. Olympia or something like that? Because I'm not going to ever squash somebody's dreams, bro. But we also have to have realistic expectations. So I don't believe that you are one of the, let's say, springier chickens. So what would be the necessity for the pre-workout? Why couldn't you just work out with no pre-workout? You guys are seeing my love handles. You're welcome. I should probably try and get my arms also a proper tan. Okay. I'm in the hard bottom area. Yo, Tom, I don't know, dog. We did catch one today so far. We're gonna see what life has in store for us. We don't know exactly what's happening in 2026. I guess my microphone was not on me. So yeah, we don't know what's in store for 2026. We're gonna play it by ear. I'll see what the deal is. I think I said Tom. That's who I was directing that to. But we will play it by ear. There's a point that comes out right here, guys, right in front of me. Let me turn this way so you guys can see a little bit more of what is going on. Hold on. Dead Rabbit, are you saying that your shin, that you have a titanium? I'm a little confused here, guys. And of course, Dead Rabbit, you could always tell me to mind my own business, but you have titanium in your shin? Is this correct? Both legs. Okay, Dead Rabbit. I must have forgotten. Why? Why do you have titanium in both legs? I'm just assuming you're not, like you broke them or something. Who knows? So the point comes through there, but there's a drop off that I'm on. Like this side is a steeper drop. There's grass up there in about 8 feet. I'm throwing a jig right now. The only reason I'm asking, Dead Rabbit, is because at one point in time you said you are a lot like my brother. And if you got titanium in your legs, bro, that's a little bit scary as to how alike you and my brother are. Because, I mean, he only has it in one leg, but he has titanium in one of his legs. He has a titanium rod. Okay, so now this is eerily similar here, bro, to the point where I don't know, because that fool, he got his leg broken when him and my cousin jumped over a dirt road and a Ford Bronco T-boned them. What is going on here? Steve, there's grass there and I'm popping it out of the grass, but then once I get out of the grass, there's hard bottom because down there there's no grass available on the drops. And I'm hoping to pop off the grass and just kind of, because down there on the bottom is where I saw some fish marking. But of course, I gotta start by popping out the grass and then slowly working my way down the drop. Now I do feel a lot more hard bottom on the right, I mean the left side than on the right side. On the right side, I'm mainly feeling like dirt, but no hard bottom. What is going on here? 10 years old? Yo, bro. I would avoid farm trucks because, I mean, that's what you keep on putting here. I don't know what a farm truck is. I would just avoid farm trucks for the rest of my life if I were you. That is seeming like a not good combination. In fact, I would leave all farms. That way, there would be no access to a farm truck. Come on, baby, where you at? Water temp is 51 degrees. Let me cast off to the left. That's where I was feeling the hard bottom. Over here off to the right, I feel grass, and then after that I don't feel anything. Well, anything special, let's say. Oh no, bro. It's a race to the next fishing spot. They happen daily, hourly. Every quarter hour, there's somebody racing to a spot. I'll throw a jerk bait to this area. I just wanted to work it with a jig first before I moved. Moved a little bit closer. Time check. We got about an hour and a half before we get off the water at the time we told Creel. Creel's gonna come back at 2:30 and he's gonna be like, this fool's gone. Dude, if I'm in a t-shirt, then that means that it's definitely warm out here, bro, because I would not, dude, I hate cold. So I would not be out here in something like this if I couldn't bear it. And I tell you what, bro, I can bear it. Maybe it's because I'm in my I Love BBL shirt. Maybe that's what it is, and it's keeping the heat. All right, I'm throwing jerk bait out there. I was thinking about that Nico, since it's all chill. I mean, right now, actually I should drink some water. Also, it's almost too hot right now, bro. My shoulder is on fire. Gonna end up getting a sunburn out here. I don't know what's making this not cast as far as I would like it to. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. Yo, Moon, I thought it was cold up there and the ice was already there to stay. I think I see the problem. After I reel this in, I'm going to double check it. CX is on the ice as we speak. Sam, you did not miss anything. We just discussed the temperature differences in locations. Let me check something. Nope, that's right. Everything looks right. Why is this guy casting as far? You got warm weather up there, Moon. I thought you said it was cold. Yeah, but so when the ice forms, you need it to always be below freezing in order for it to be safe enough for you guys to go on, because it seems like it would take some time for it to defrost to a point where, well, I guess if it never builds up, where it is unsafe. But I'm not an ice expert, seeing as how you see no ice here. Hold on. Did I miss something about a birthday? Oh, Moon's birthday is on Thursday. Moon, what are you going to be, like 7? What are we talking about here, Moon? 7? Is this the big 10-0? What are we talking about? I got to know how age appropriate I should make your birthday party. I don't want to be getting in trouble with your guardians, because they're going to be all like, ¿Sabes qué? You let my mijo see this and I don't know. I don't think he can hang out with you anymore. You are a bad influence. And I'll be like, okay, señora, I'm sorry. I did not know that this vato was still in diapers. Moon is gonna be 32. Dang, bro. He's almost at retirement age in the IRS. Possibly he has, no, he's not there yet. Never mind. Cube's birthday is on the 11th. I think Cube, we may have to adjust his birthday party. Okay, there's a little bit of grass here. The slope is not as drastic as where I was. But anyways, we'll run this jerkbait here. Yo, Moon, are you going to take a day off on your birthday? Steve, I thought I was actually a good influence, but I guess I just didn't get the memo. Okay, is everybody born in January? Yo, Merc. Merc is in the house. What up, Merc? Happy New Year. All right, there's a lot of birthdays here. Hold on, guys. A lot of birthdays here. Now, Merc is saying that Merc, quick question. And I mean this as respectfully as possible, bro. Is your daughter that is 30, is she single? And I mean this as respectfully as possible, bro. This is just a question. And once you answer that, then you'll understand why I'm asking this question. And again, you could always tell me to mind my own flipping business. That's fine. Oh, I appreciate that, Merc. Dang, Moon shares a birthday with the king, and I'm not talking about the self-proclaimed king, which is not really the king, LeBron James. I'm talking about the actual king. I can't even do it with these shoes, bro. They don't twist, they don't turn. They got too much grip. But I was gonna do the Elvis hips thing, bro. Still single. Okay. Here we go, Merc. The Rodcast is many things. Let's see here. The Rodcast is many things. And we've tried to make the Rodcast a place where life and positive things happen. Now, Moon is also single. Could we start a Rodcast? Sorry, that was a piece of eelgrass on there. A Rodcast blossoming, a relationship that blossomed on the Rodcast. That is something we have not done. Where we bring them together on the Rodcast, then the Rodcast family becomes even tighter knit, bro. Then we go live at their wedding, and we're like, oh, yo, this is the Land Assassin. What's up? What's happening? And we are over here celebrating Moon and, well, we don't want to jump ahead of ourselves, right? But Moon and ex-person, whatever that person, whoever that person is, wedding. What up, dogs? We'll be live. Here we go. And we are having the Moon and said person marriage giveaway here live. But you got to be present to win. You know what I'm saying, Merc? That type of situation. Yo, what up? 22. 22, we have no BBLs. Okay, all right. So, they both live in Illinois. Okay, this is good. This is good. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. So, okay. But she hates fishing. Okay. But you could be in a relationship with somebody. I mean, because, dude, I don't like all the things that the moderator likes. She likes girl things, and I'm all like, bro, you go do all the girl things you want somewhere that I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? So there's a way to work around that, bro. So, you know, well, Moon is fishing. She could be doing, I don't know what girls do. Girl stuff, you know, like, I don't know. Going to the hair salon. Clearly, I cannot be at the hair salon. What would I be doing at the hair salon? I'd just be in the gossip, but I wouldn't be able to have anything worked on at the hair salon. So you see what I'm saying, bro? There are ways to make stuff happen. Now, Moon is probably like, whoa, guys, whoa, I have a say in this. And right now we're all like, yo, shut up, Moon. We got you. We're trying to figure something out. It's in your best interest. So we are currently on that level right now. Also, Moon, just be quiet. And the adults are talking, all right? The adults are talking here, Moon. You just stay there and, I don't know, play your video game or whatever you're doing right now. Well, we decide your fate, bro. Yes. So, okay, guys. We are going to, with Merc's permission, because we can't do it without Merc's permission. We do not in any way, shape, or form want to disrespect Merc or Merc's family, because we believe in respecting others, right? But with Merc's permission, we don't care about Moon's permission. Moon, we don't care about. Moon, you do what we say, okay? The elders are, they're looking out for your best interest. So, now, let me ask you a question, Merc. Does Moon, does your daughter like dogs? Because Moon has a dog, which this dog, I'm gonna state for the record, he named after a YouTube channel. But Merc, I don't even think we should help this guy out, because it wasn't this specific YouTube channel who's shown him nothing but love. But either way, I digress. Let's stay focused on what the task at hand is. Does she like dogs? Because he has a dog that is really energetic, let's say. That one will probably be a non-starter if she doesn't like dogs, because, you know, man's best friend. We can draw the line at fishing and be like, okay, we can somehow get around that. But man's best friend, Moon, I don't think, he might. I don't think he'll dispose of his dog because, you know, man's best friend. Okay. So we got hope. Okay. All right, Merc, next question. Next question, Merc, and we'll do this as we drive to that spot over there. Next question, Merc. Is your daughter into, or would she give a dude that that is of Hispanic descent? Would she give him a shot? Does she, and you probably don't have all these details, because I know that I would not have any of these details. You know, if I was the father of a daughter, I would not have any of these details, because I'll be all like, you know what, keep all those details to yourself. I don't care. But either way, would she would she what do you call it? Would she be able to handle Moon's Latin spice, bro? Or would she say, no, 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 I cannot take any spice. I like my gentlemen callers or suitors, I like them to be less spicy. Nunya, you are not part of this dating game here. Look, bros, the Rodcast is here to bring happiness to the world, bro. And if we can do it one budding love story at a time, we will do it. Merc, I did not say one does not have to be racist in order to have a preference, bro. Because I will tell you that I do have a preference, bro. And it has nothing to do with being racist. It just has something to do with what you like. It's just all about preference, bro. Dude, some people ask, what the heck is the Rodcast? Well, I'll tell you what it is. Nobody knows. It is just life. It is life out on the water. It is life out on the water. So there's a point off to my left, and there's a point in all the things I'm saying. It is, we are trying to see if Moon has a shot, because, well, we got to verify. Let's verify first, Merc, because we have to keep in mind that I have to retape this electrical tape, apparently. All right, to keep that cord there. But we got to keep in mind that we also have to be cognizant of Merc's daughter's well-being. So, you know what, Merc? Let's do it. Let's interrogate, even though we don't even know if he's got a shot, let's interrogate Moon. Moon? What are your intentions if you ever get a shot at dating Merc's daughter? Don't worry, I got you, Merc. I got you. I won't let him do anything stupid. And don't worry, Merc. If we got to, we will go find Moon and we will put the fear of God into him, bro. What's worse, we might even tell him, hey, you have been sent to an island and you no longer can partake in the broadcast. So we'll make sure that he don't mess around, bro. We don't expect, you know, for everything to work out in life, because that's not how life is. But to, you know, do it respectfully, well, that's one thing. But if Moon wants to get crazy, bro, we got you, bro. We got you. We'll find him. We'll find him, and then we'll do what we got to do. So, Moon, we would like to know what your intentions are before we proceed any further. Oh, he's driving. Okay, Moon, we already don't like this. Merc, I will speak for you at this time. We already don't like this, Moon. You should be safety first. You should be driving, and you should ignore all our comments. And then later on come back and say, well, excuse me, gentlemen, I was in the act of driving, so as I believe in safety first, I was not able to respond. So now that I am able to respond, I will address all your concerns. But instead, what you did, Moon, was type something in. So clearly, you might not be as responsible as we think. All right, Merc, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind that he clearly was responding to the broadcast while he was driving, which we do not advise. The broadcast is strictly opposed to chatting while driving. So hopefully he's not as reckless in other aspects of his life there, Merc. We don't like this. We don't like this. Bros, this is now my life's goal. I've switched from catching a fish to attending this wedding here. That's gonna be cool. Now, Merc, if this happens to end in a positive fashion, finally hit a red light. Oh, come on, Moon. Okay. That's a good, I would assume that's a good starter, but I don't know. It is a little cliche there. Moon would give her the world. Wow. The moon would give your daughter the world. Wow, that is deep, dog. I didn't know we were talking in astrological terms here, bro. Does the moon own the earth? And Moon could give your daughter the earth. I don't know. But either way, that is a start. But Merc, I hope that if this were to go all the way to a happy, positive storybook ending, you know, like the happily ever after storybook fairy tales, that I would at least be invited to the wedding. But it is not necessary. Was it all caps? Oh, bro, it was all caps and an emoji. Well, hold on. Maybe he just meant he'd give her that emoji. And that's not even gonna cut it, bro. That's not even gonna get close. Just send her an emoji. That's whack. We gotta check all the fine details here, bro, because he might try and trick us and be like, yo, dudes, I just said I was gonna give her the world emoji. You know, people are a little tricky, bro. We gotta read that fine print. Ah, light up the darkness. Too bad Moon didn't say that. Too bad Moon didn't say that, and he ended up relying on Grandmaster to say it. Wait a second. Hold on a second. Now here's... Wait. Here's a question, Moon. No, we'll save that one. We'll save that. We're not at that level just yet. Merc. Let me, just so that I make sure that I know who's who. Merc. Are you the vato that... Were you a Marine? I just got to make sure that I know I'm talking to the right person. Wells. 2026 is the year of Moon and Miss Merc. I have no idea what your daughter's name is, so I will just say Miss Merc. Okay, Merc is not a Marine. All right. Okay, so I'm just making sure that I'm not talking to somebody that I thought I got confused. Just making sure, bro. A carpenter, bro. If I can remind you, bro, Jesus Christ was a carpenter as well, bro. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. This could be 2026, Moon and Merc. Well, Mrs. Merc, not Merc. All right. I am now going to throw a Nico out here, guys, because only one fish has bit this jerkbait in all the day. Also, keep in mind, Merc, that Moon really likes to throw glide baits. So I don't know what that means about personally, but he usually yells at me to throw a glide bait, and I'm like, bro, Moon, relax. But he just yells it all the time. Glide bait, glide bait. So maybe he's compensating for his lack of I don't know, something, because, dude, this is the glide bait he wants me to throw. And I throw it a couple times, but I just don't like throwing it that much. Watch out, little bro. We're gonna throw it. Moon, are you ready for this? We're throwing this glide bait. We're gonna throw it, and if we catch something, Moon, well, then it's your year, bro. But if we don't, while we're running this guy. Moon, how much longer do you have to get to a place where you can chit-chat? Dude, it is freaking toasty out here. This is, I don't think this is the S waiver. It is a Gancraft Chingle Dingle. I'll have to, once it comes out of the water, I will let you know, bass fishing. It is the Jointed 178 Claw Chingle Dingle. Okay, so Moon is in the country. Merc, ask away. Interrogate him, Merc. Don't go easy on him. Let him know that you got the digital virtual shotty right next to you and you're cleaning it, right? You're just there and you'll be like, so, Moon, don't go easy on this fool, bro. Just because he's been in the rodcast multiple times, don't go easy on him, dog. Do not go easy on him. Let him know you mean business. I hope it gets a BBL as well, bro, because we didn't pay all this money for these Chingle Dingles to not work. So hopefully something eats this, or else Gancraft got my money. Dang, Merc don't mess around. He's all like, all right, we got to talk dollars and cents here, bro. We got to talk dollars and cents. I do believe that I got my first Gancraft fish here. Let's see what we got. Well, I'll be darned. What do we got here? It is a bass, but he ain't big. He's a little confused though because he's just going around in circles. We'll just flip him in the boat. He's a little confused. Would you look at that, guys? 2026. What Is this the year of glide baits? Who knows? But moderator, there's a fish off of the Gancraft, which means that I didn't waste my money. Look at that, guys. Oh, mashallah. 2026. Are we going to start throwing bigger baits? I doubt it. This is about the same size fish that the other one caught. But that was interesting. I don't mean to take away from the conversation. We were asking Moon how much money Moon makes, how big his boat is. I think those are mainly questions that Merc is asking so that he could know when he's going fishing with his son-in-law. We are going to weigh this fish, guys. We are going to weigh this because CX has said that this is close to 2 pounds. Let's see. But CX said a 2-pounder. He's dropping quarters. He's dropping quarters like this was a video game. Oh, dudes. This fish right here is a little John. I mean, a little Juan. So, since this is a little Juan, he's a little confused, bro. He didn't do any crazy splashing or anything. But watch out, little bros. Oh, let's do that subscriber giveaway. Oh, video. Dang it, dang it. Okay. So that fish weighs 2 pounds, 12 ounces. Here we go. Let's do that subscriber giveaway. I think it is for the 6K. Let's do the 6K video. Let's put our hat on so we look cool. We should even put our sunglasses on so we can look cool. But we'll just put the hat on for now. Here we go. Should we put our sunglasses? Nah, we'll just do this. I love BBLs. Here we go. Here we go. What are we saying? Who knows? Let's just make it up on the fly. All right. Yo, it's the Latin Bass Assassin. What's up? What's happening? And we are starting off 2026. This is the second fish of 2026, and we caught it on a Gancraft something chingle dingle. And we are out here not only catching fish, but trying to do some matchmaking. You know what's up if you're watching it live. Now, my dudes, this is the 6K subscriber giveaway. All you got to do is be a subscriber and put a comment in this short. And the drawing will be held 2 weeks from sometime. It'll be somewhere in here, bros. You know how we do. All we got to say is, hopefully you guys have an awesome 2026 and fish around and find out. Okay, that was good enough. Yo, what up, Snozook? Happy New Year, brah. How many goats? All right, guys, we are clearly not at that stage. We are not going to discuss goats and other livestock. We have gone past that. These are not the times of goats and livestock. Moon, we have immortalized this matchmaking here. We have immortalized this matchmaking, and dudes, thank the good Lord for that first. Price is right. Oh, there it is. There it is, guys. Thank you, CX. Bros, CX don't mess around. But we caught this on the Gancraft jointed 178 claw. Now, was it worth the amount of money that I paid for this? Not necessarily. That was only that was only a little Juan. So we've caught little Juans on cheaper baits. than this. But either way, it was fun to catch it on there. Now, CX, we do appreciate you dropping that 50 on us, dog. And he put in the super sticker with that gaming situation right there, guys. That gaming animation. Probably because Moon needs to keep playing his games while the adults talk. Creel, you did miss a fish. Yo, Michael, what's up, dog? Happy New Year. Now, these guys are speculating that I'm going to go down the glide bait rabbit hole, but I am not, dog. I already have some glide baits, and I've just never really thrown them. I just kind of was like, whatever, bro, we good. I mean, I've had a Lucky Craft sort of glide bait, more of a swim bait, for many years. It's caught me a couple fish, but I just don't throw it as often. All right, guys, now I've caught up to the chat. So that means since since CX dropped that, hold on, let me see if this guy still glides correctly. Because I did see somebody say that after the first hit, the glide bait started acting differently. Maybe I shouldn't have boat flipped them with the glide bait, but anyways. So, now that CX has dropped that donation, bros, the next BBL Plus will be now for $150. $150 for the next 4-pounder, guys. Next 4-pounder we catch live will be $150. But again, you guys have to be watching live when it happens, and then we will have the festivities happen. Now, too bad. I didn't say anything about my BBL shirt. Oh well. You saw the rod jump, bro. I was over here messing around with something. What surprised me was that that the fish, when I was reeling him in, he just gave up. That was the most shocking part to me. Yo, moderator, did you answer if you believe that the Gancraft was worth the money? I'm pretty sure the answer is no, but this is big treble in Little China, bro. Oh, that fish came out on punked. Fishing punked. The water temperatures are 51.4 degrees, bro. $51 degrees. It used to be 40-some degrees, but 51 is now. We've been off the water for a while. We are currently in 12 feet of water. Out there is about maybe 4 or 5, and it slowly tapers to us. Okay, so the moderator's saying catch more, and then, I mean, she's right. If I catch more, then each fish was, right now this fish was worth some number of dollars. Basically full price of the glide. So now we got to catch a couple more and make it less full price of this glide. I am throwing it on, well, I better quit throwing him where he's all spinning like that. I'm throwing it on 20-pound FC Sniper fluorocarbon. We are utilizing our what do we call it? The Narcissist. Why do we call it the Narcissist? Because it has a little, it was a custom rod. It has a little emblem of me, and then Colin called it the Narcissist. But this is a Tiger Rods rod, which I purchased because I was told that it would be equivalent to a G Loomis NRX. But as we fished it, the flex and let's say taper of this rod is not the same as a NRX rod. Now, we're not saying it's not a good rod. We're just saying that it is not an NRX. I equate this rod more to like a GLX rod that is a jig rod. The tough part about this is I don't really like, sometimes its glide is not as chingon as I would expect it. Sometimes he goes only to the left. Like, I do it twice and then he'll go only to the left. His left, that is. Yo, what up, Colin? Oh, yes, Creel. Get out of my head, Creel. I didn't even read that comment, bro. I didn't even read that comment. And yes, it was on the Narcissist. I can't believe you, Creel. This is 2026, bro. Have your own thoughts. Yo, what up, Colin? Happy New Year, player. You showed up. You missed the glide bait bite, and we're getting off the water in about, potentially, 20 minutes. This is the slow sinking one. Now, I didn't want to let you guys know this next piece of information, but I do have a floating version of this Colin, this is the bait that we caught that fish on. I do have a slow sinking, a floating version of this. It's not this color though. I don't even remember what color I got. I did purchase this off of Tackle Warehouse, and they had run out of this color in the floating. So I had to get the next color, which I don't remember what it was. It was a shinier version than this. Now these guys say something about, yo, let your bait hit the floor and then do a quick pop and then work it in. I was like, dude, I am not letting this bait hit the floor with how much this thing costs. I am not letting it hit the floor ever. That might just be me, but I will not let this hit the floor. Oh, Jamar cannot believe that I caught one on a glide bait. I don't know if he's talking about my skills or the fact that that he doesn't believe in glide baits. I don't know. He might be all like, bro, this fool don't know how to fish a glide bait. What's he talking about? He caught one on it? No freaking way. Or maybe he's all like, water temps and this fool is fishing a glide bait. It's winter. What's he doing? I don't know what he's talking about, but I would like to know. Yo, Happy New Year, Don. You think this bait is the size of a shad wrap? I don't know about that, Colin. I think this is, I don't remember. I think this might have been 6 inches or something. And I was all like, all right, because I think they have bigger ones. I do have a bigger glide bait. And I think that one is like maybe, though it looks kind of dumb. I'm gonna tell you guys, it looks kind of dumb. It was supposed to be dark bluegill, but it ended up being basically, I mean, bro, it's like a permanent marker color. And I'm like, what the heck? This is not dark bluegill. This is just straight up black with, I think, a purple fin. That is not a dark bluegill. A super shad wrap is 5.5 inches. There was plenty of time for a BBL. That's what Sam said. But the problem is that we will be off the water so that we can go watch. And we can see if Snazook's team is gonna take the division or not. Oh, Jamar was talking about the winter factor. Bro, I don't even think it's winter. Look at me, dog. I am the wussiest when it comes to cold, and I am out here in a short sleeve shirt. I'm telling you, bro, it is freaking toasty out here. It is toasty. We're gonna throw it in this direction. I've caught many on a jerkbait in this direction. Let's see if I can do it on a glide. GM, Happy New Year, dog. This is AI generated content, bro, so I may say things that are incorrect. So now, you don't want them to win, bro? Come on. Though I think that that's respectable, bro, because if the Cowboys had won the division or something, I'd be like, they don't deserve it, but we'll take it. But at least they'll have a home game if they win it. And again, guys, remember, the next BBL Plus will be for $150, thanks to CX throwing in an extra quarter. It will now be for $150. It did say that you could just reel this one in slowly and it'll do a little swimming action. I'll try that. It's probably just dragging in. Yes, sir. NFL is playing on a Saturday. It's the end of the season. They're going to play on a Saturday, and then they're going to, well, it does do a little side to side. We'll do another one like that. They're playing on a Saturday. They'll be playing playoffs on a Saturday. Snazook, you sound like you're a Cowboys fan. Well, that's interesting. If I reel it in more aggressively, it does a longer side to side. And then if I just pause it, he glides in that direction for a little bit. So we'll try that. I'm utilizing an 8-3-1 reel, not because it's specific to anything, just because I only have 8-3-1 reels. Nothing special about it. Seahawks and 49ers will be good at 8 o'clock. Again, Snazook, I like to watch the game and let it tell me who is going to win. I don't particularly jump at the beginning of the game and say who's going to win. I don't really follow either one of those teams well enough to give you a good determination of who I think would win that game. So I cannot, bro, because again, I have no knowledge of people that are hurt, people that are sitting out. I have none of that because I don't watch any sports commentary, as I don't want it to cloud my mind. I don't want them to be all like, oh yeah, this team, blah, blah, blah. Then I'm all like, why do I think that this team is going to win? Oh, it's because some talking head said, oh yeah, this team is going to win. So I don't pay attention to any of that. I just watch it, dog. I watch it, and then I see, all right, I understand the flow of this game. Now, sometimes my understanding clearly does not match. Does not match the outcome. But we try. Patricia? The Bass Pro Tour? Is that what we're talking about? For them to show up and come over here and be all like, I guess there were fish where he was fishing. He just couldn't find them. Couple more casts with this. We're not going to go down that rabbit hole like bass fishing said, that we will only throw glide baits. All right, I'm gonna have to have a mic off moment. While I have a mic off moment, I will throw a jerk bait. I'll be able to let it sit there for a little bit. But again, guys, this is the color. I think this was Tackle Warehouse, some kind of Tackle Warehouse color. I don't remember what it was called. I have limited memory in my brain, so I don't store it or use it to store bait colors or even bait names. I don't remember. And I will be throwing this Mega Bass. I don't even remember what this color's called, but that Mega Bass Vision 110 Plus. So we will have a mic off moment, the first of 2026. Washalo. But don't washalo, bros. Close your eyes. I don't know about this ride to lunch that GM is referring to. But guys, I do remember that we have gotten off track. We were here for the dating game. We were here to see if Moon had a shot to even meet Miss Merck. So, Moon, we are back to the task at hand. Trying to see if there is love in the air. The broadcast brings you many things. And one apparently is a potential matchmaking. All right, dudes, I will also have a video or short out today. The short will be for the 6K subscriber giveaway. Now remember, all you got to do is be a subscriber and put a comment in that video, and you'll be entered to win a $50 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. Ask Yakety Yak. He is a back-to-back winner of that gift card. Why? I don't know. Others had won, but they were not present to win. You have to be present to win. If your name is called and you are not there, then we move on. We give roughly about 2 minutes for somebody to pop in and just be all like, yo, that is me. Pay me out. But if they do not answer, then we move on to the next one. We'll do a couple more casts here, and then if there's nobody at the bridge, we will toss to the side of a bridge where, well, let's check the time. 2:04, 2:04. Now, we technically have to get off the water before 3:30, but I don't want to rush it. So we're going to attempt to get off at 2:30. What is the deal with, it is January and I don't have a sweater. What is going on in this world? Water temp right now is 51.3 degrees. And what starts, Creel? Are you talking about my movement of the timeline? Is that what you're talking about, Creel? Is that what you're talking about? Because I'm still well within the timeline that I had set, which is 3:30, bro. Moderator, surprise me. You've already surprised me, so surprise me, moderator. Oh, we are definitely going to throw a jig if we get to the riprap. But the problem is, there might be some people fishing there. So we will have to see what the deal is. Let's move. Let's make sure that we're over there with enough time to where Creel will not say, ha ha, I told you so. But again, Moon, do you think that you got away with no more questions, bro? That is not how it works. Moon, did you answer your boat and all that other stuff? Or did you and Merc take it to a different channel and are discussing where I am not there? You're like, okay, look, bro, let's talk about this somewhere else, not in public, because I don't want to get or give away all my details to everybody. I don't want them to know I am Bruce Wayne. And I got it like that, which is respectable. I can respect that there, Moon. But I just need to know. Okay, for this ride, we will put our hooded sweatshirt on. They are discussing finances, bro. They're like, okay, I need to make sure that you reach the level that is necessary for anybody who is trying to court my daughter. Bro, Merc and Moon, that would be M and M. Oh man, this stuff is writing itself, guys. It is writing itself. I answered the boat question and was hoping Merc was a closet. Well, I don't know, bros. Merc and Moon sitting in a tree, but not like Merc, the homie on the channel. On the cruise over there, guys, we will give you a little bit of the jams.
Single cast got that killer with Guntersville waves like a beat that's their game.
All right, guys, there is a lot of boat hanging out. Everybody's at the bridge. In case you guys want to see it. Well, there's Eric. Sorry, sir, I was gonna go that way, but I appreciate it. What's up, Vato? Huh? In a little bit, I gotta go watch some football. Okay. Football will end in a little bit, dog. I only caught 2. What's up? All right, guys, we are going to go to a spot over here. We're going to run this riprap on these areas that stick out right here. We'll spend a little bit of time here. Not too much, because we don't want to give Creel the satisfaction. He wants us to not be off the water by 3:30. But again, we don't want to give him the satisfaction of being correct. Creel, it's just like, I don't know what it is, bro. But we don't want to give you the satisfaction of being correct. I mean, sometimes you are, but not on our count. Or at least we'll try. Sam, I don't think there was plenty of room for me, bro. I think it was well covered right there. All right, we're throwing a jig. We are currently in 20 feet of water. There's a little area right here. Creel, I believe it was 3:30 the whole time, but I said we'll probably get off around 2:30, not to be past 3:30. I'll leave right now, Creel. Creel's trying to shut us down, guys. Creel is like the po-po, and he's trying to shut the party down. He's all right, dudes, it's over. Shut it down, everybody go home. But we won't let him. Not yet, at least. Here we go, this is our last shot to get that 4-pound BBL plus for today. God willing, weather permitting, we will be out here again tomorrow. And we will go at it again and try and find that 4-pounder to pay out $150 in Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse, in a Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. The winner gets to choose. £7 is what they are requesting. Guys, we only need a 4-pounder. 7 is being a little greedy. Seven is being a little greedy. The water temp over here seems to be about 53 degrees. We are throwing a peanut butter and jelly jig. We may change it to the blue craw tomorrow because I'm not sure we've gotten very many bites off of this. I guess everybody, that makes sense because I'm sure that the bass have given up sweets for their New Year's resolution. They don't want to, they're watching their figure, so they're not going to eat sweets. So peanut butter and jelly jigs are strictly off the table. This right here has a steep drop. It's probably about, I mean, it's super shallow, and then it goes about 8 feet, and then next thing you know, down, 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 down. We are currently in about 21 feet of water. Somebody said greed was good. What movie are you watching, bro? And what kind of values are you taking out of these movies, bro? I've seen crazy things in movies. And I mean, I guess technically you didn't say that you followed those values, but I've seen many crazy movies, and I've never taken all that I've seen in the movie and been all like, yeah, that's good. Greed is good. This area should have some toasty rocks. The blue-black jig is currently not in the boat. Remember, Snoozuk, I did clean out the boat, so the odds and ends and things of different like different oddities, baits of different oddities are not in the boat right now. They are in the tackle tavern, spread about, wishing that they were back on the boat. Because they're like, yo, coach, put me in, coach. And I'm like, nah, I don't throw you that much, so get out of here. You're just making us waste gas. Now, Eric did say, while he was out there, while we chit-chatted, I don't know if you guys could hear the conversation we had. I said, I got to go watch some football, and he said that fishing is better than football in his book. In most people's book, he is correct. Took a pet rabbit and cooked it. I don't know about that movie, bro. Oh yeah, so we're back. We're back to Moon and Merc discussing finances. Now, do we think, I don't know if Merc is still here. Do we think that Merc has reached out to his daughter? We should ask him if he's still here. Fatal Attraction. Fatal Attraction. I've seen that, I believe. I don't remember it, but I think I've seen it. Patricia, you will not find any argument from me. Oh, then I do believe it was Fatal Attraction. Michael Douglas. One more cast here, and then we are going to go to the other little outcropping of rock, and then we will move on. Let's make this cast count. Let's see what's there. Okay. On this side, it is a little bit breezier. So maybe that island was just blocking the wind, and that's why, or maybe the wind's just picking up, one or the other, but it is a little bit cooler here. No takers. Let's move to the next spot. It's just up the way. I don't even think I'm gonna pull my trolling motor up. I think I'm just gonna take it out of spot lock and cruise. It's just over there. Time check, 2:27. You know, I'm here silently thinking about Moon's response, and I'm thinking, Moon, you shouldn't have said that you were gonna give her the earth, bro. Now, we can't second guess any actions that we've already done, right? But you should have said you would give her the moon. Because, bro, I just don't even want to talk about it now. But you should have said you would give her the moon. Come on, moon. Ay, ay, ay. ¿Qué pues, moon? Yo, what up, Travis? Happy New Year, bro. All right, dudes, here we go. Last few casts here. Why is that taking line? That must have been a little steeper than I had thought. We're letting this jig basically stair step down this riprap. We are currently in 18 feet of water. Travis, your girlfriend is sleeping. Travis, is this a new development? Because I do not remember a mention of a girlfriend in the past, but maybe you kept that a secret. We didn't ask you if you had a girlfriend. Maybe you just did it. What the heck is dead right there? There's a dead bird right here, guys. I don't know what kind of bird it is, but it is a bird that is white. At least the feathers that I can see are white. We're gonna see what this bird is. Now, I don't think we're gonna put our hands on it, but we're gonna see what it is. We'll creep up closer before we take off. Fairly new. Well, congratulations. Congratulations, Travis. I don't know why I couldn't say congratulations, bro. I got a little tongue twister going on. Probably because I haven't said very many words since I haven't been on the rodcast. Oh, you little sucker. Was that a bite or was that just contact with rock? We're gonna find out in a second. There's definitely some dead bird right there. Did the bird get the flamingo flu? I don't think so. I don't know exactly what type of bird that is. It's white. Now here's a question. It doesn't look like a pelican, but let's just say that I were to find a dead pelican on the water. I'm pretty sure the answer is no, but could I take that dead pelican and take it home? Because I would just be mainly interested in the pelican's bones, you know, to have a cool little pelican bone display or something. I'm not interested in pelican meat. I'll probably get thrown in jail because they'll be all like, oh, you hunted a pelican and they're a migratory bird and blah, blah, blah. But I didn't. It was just dead. We'll find out what this dead bird is in a second. Again, we're throwing a 1/2 ounce jig to this little outcropping here. Maybe it's chicken me. It's possible. Is that the way that chicken me went out? I don't believe it. Chicken me's a fighter, bro. These don't look like poultry feathers. They look more aquatic. Oh, dudes, I have a ribeye from the sky. All right, let me see what Colin typed that he never thought he'd. Please don't take the pelican bones. Nah, bros. You see, here's the. It's because you guys are not seeing the mindset behind it, the artistic aspect of it. So if you had a pelican's skeletal structure, right? You could put it in, let's say, a frame. Some might call it a shadow box. Who knows? And then you backlight it with an LED. And boom, bros, you got yourselves a pelican, you know, spread out with his wings like that. Oh, bro, that would be a display that you would never find in a house. And that'd be a talking piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be all like, yo, why do you have pelican bones? And be like, well, that's a funny question. Let me answer you. Funny you would ask. These pelican bones were found on the edge of Lake Guntersville as I was fishing during a rod cast. We were in search of a BBL, but all we could find were pelican bones. And boom. That is why, bros. How much does a skunk weigh? That's a great question. That's all I was trying to do, guys, was have an artistic display like that. We're creeping in on this bird as we are creeping in on the time that we have to leave. What is this bird? It would be like a museum display, bros. That's all it would be. It would be tastefully done. This body of this bird is somewhat large. We are currently in 15 feet of water. Krill. Until you guys see it, you're gonna be all like, this guy's a wacko. But when you see it, and you see it just, I mean, beautifully displayed, dude, it's like I'd be the Smithsonian or something, but with a pelican. Just one bird. Maybe then I start so let me ask you guys. So I'm weird because I have pelican bones shadow boxed, real aesthetically pleasing, but you fools who take your bucks to the, and I say fools in the nicest of terms, but you fools who take your bucks to the taxidermist and then you post them on your wall. Oh yeah, I'm the weird guy. I'm the weird guy, but you guys are displaying dead animal heads on your walls, and I'm just trying to get this potential pelican. I don't know what it is, but potential pelican, and I'm trying to let its bones not go to waste and make some art out of it. I'm the weird guy. Okay, my bad. I'm the weird guy. Okay, but it's still the same concept, bro. Like, as long as I am okay, like health-wise, after I pick up this dead bird, then we should be good. I will be super safe. I will have gloves on. I will have a mask. I will basically do it like it had Ebola or something. And then I would just take the bones and let them dry out in the sun. I mean, I could just even let it go, like, deteriorate in the sun. It would give it a more, maybe a more pleasing aesthetic look to it. You'd be like, oh wow, those are sun-dried pelican bones. And I'd be like, yes, they were actually sun-dried. I don't know what sounds pelicans make. I think they make annoying noises, bro, because if I do remember, when I cruise around pelicans, they just squawk. You could get you could get mouse bones. I'm not interested in mouse bones though, but mouse bones? Okay, whatever this bird is, we're about to find out. After one more cast, we are about to find out what this bird is. How? I don't know. We're gonna try and look at it from a distance to see if we can identify it. You guys should be able to see it. It's that, there's that poop rock right there that is just all white, covered in poop. And then right next to it, there is a bird. Bass fishing is correct. A very loud and annoying or demanding. Loud, annoying, demanding sound. Cast in the direction of the power line in front of me. I have already done so. It might have a mega bass stuck to it. That's a possibility. I kind of feel like it's a pelican because of how white, like how many, let's say, how many white feathers are on it and its size. It doesn't look like a loon. I may look like a loon, sound like a loon, but that one does not look or sound like a loon. Let's check it out, guys. Let's cruise by it. Not too close because my motor is down. So we don't want to get too close. Play games and get your lure stuck. I want to say that's a pelican. So it is an aquatic bird because it has water coming off of its, beating off of its feathers up top. I want to say this is a pelican, guys. There is no confirmation just yet, but I want to say it's a pelican. There's a big rock right there, so we can't get too close. I believe that to be a pelican. I will take a picture of it so that you guys can assess, but I believe that to be a pelican. In your free time, you guys can assess what you believe this to be. I believe it to be a pelican, and you guys have told me that I can't have pelican bones, so I'm gonna have to respectfully say you guys suck. But respectfully, of course. That is about, I don't know, maybe 80% sure that that is a pelican. What's he doing there? I don't know. %, sure that's a pelican. Pretty sure that's a pelican. Last cast. Maybe he's sleeping. All right. Now, if he was sleeping, bro, then I would get into a Tommy Boy situation where they hit the deer and they thought it was dead, and next thing you know, it ruined all their vehicle. Actually, this right here looks like a better area to throw a jig. So let's try that real quick. So yeah, I'm not looking to get into a Tommy Boy situation on the boat. There would probably be less damage, but still, I'm not looking for a Tommy Boy situation. Okay, 250. As I went over this area, I saw some arches. They are probably gonna be catfish arches or something along those lines. There is a lot of possibilities as to how that pelican died. I mean, he could have had a run-in with like a Guntersville or something. He could have been hit by a boat, hit by a car. That would mean that these fools had to have gone like between, usually they fly over, from what I've seen, they fly over these power lines and not in between them. But who knows? We can all speculate how that pelican, presumed pelican, died. Just know I had nothing to do with it. It could have been of natural causes. Snozook is correct. But I think somebody said there could be a glide bait in his throat. That's also possible. Who knows? You know, sometimes, guys, things just get old and they end up dying, sadly. But they end up dying. Though his feathers are still beating the water off of his body. So I don't know how long ago this guy died. All right, 2 more casts right here and then we will bounce. Because again, we can't stay here past a certain time because then Creel will be all like, ha, I told you, he never gets off the water when he says, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. But you know, guys, as the years change, some things don't, you know? The year may be different, but some things are as constant as I don't know. I was gonna say something about moon, but I think Merc has left, so it would be pointless. How'd he end up in Alabama, bro? There's a billion of them here in Alabama. I don't know why, but around winter time, there is a shad ton of pelicans here. I don't know what draws them here. One of them must have gone must have not used its GPS correctly and went to the wrong area and then found out, man, there's a lot of bait here in the winter, and then went and told his homies, yo, bro, there's a lot of bait over here, and they just float around and they eat them up, dog. Now, guys, I would harvest the feathers and I would make a rain suit. I would make rain gear out of the feathers. Of course, I'd have to get a lot more, but I would prototype it. And then I would make rain gear, because clearly that water is beating off the body. So for some amount of time, there would be some water repellent properties on those feathers. I don't know how long, but there would be some water repellent properties. Well, tomorrow I might not have this peanut butter and jelly jig on, because I don't remember if we've caught one off of this. Because I think if I had caught one off of this, bro, I'd be all like, whatever that song is, peanut butter and jelly. And jelly. Peanut butter and jelly. And jelly. Whatever that song is, bro. I don't remember it, but I would have said something along those lines, but I have not felt the urge to say it. So potentially, these fools do not like peanut butter and jelly. This is our last cast here, guys. Remember, dudes, the next 4-pounder, which there's an area over there that I didn't go to because I felt like, we've hit that place up too much. And not for like fishing purposes, like I'll fish it every day, I don't care. But you know, like for the homies, they'll be all like, well, we've been here before, but we've caught 2 BBLs there. So why not? Why not hit it up until, I mean, if it's pumping out BBLs, then why leave it? Okay, we will show up the next time with a blue craw. I mean, dudes, it just has a little bit of jelly on there, not a lot. It's just a green pumpkin setup. So I'm not exactly sure. Wait, we must have caught one off of this because this is the big hooker. So I believe that one of the last BBLs we caught was off of peanut butter and jelly, I think. If I can remember all the way back to 2025, which is so far ago. 2025 is in the rearview mirror now, guys. And now we are on to 2026. Well, in 2026, we got rid of our zero problem. Not that we have zero problems, but our zero problem. We started off 2026 with some kind of positivity on the water. And I guess we'll go from there. Patricia, I believe that you have come in at the wrong time, because we have caught 2 fish today, one on a jerkbait and one on a glide bait. So there will be no skunks on this boat. Not today, folks. But we will be getting off the water so that we can go see some end of the season NFL games that have playoff implications. So to all of you who joined us, hopefully you stick around in 2026 and beyond. But I'd like to wish you guys all a happy new year. Hopefully your 2026 kicks bass and you guys go out there and do great things. And the only limitation to how great those things are is up to you guys. Heck, we might even get Moon a girlfriend. Now that would be an achievement, a Rodcast achievement. Yo, peace out, Dead Rabbit. Yo, Sam, it wasn't bad for the first time that we came back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got with our hooded sweater off. Oh, that's crazy. In January? What's going on here? So yes, my dudes, I probably even got a sunburn. But either way, guys, I will put the subscriber giveaway video out. It will be a short. I will put it out today. And then you guys can enter for the $50 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. That will be done in roughly 2 weeks. So I don't know when that will be, but it'll be somewhere in the video. When I made the video, I didn't know, but we'll just throw it in there through movie magic. We will throw it in there. Yo, Sam, if Moon and Miss Smirk, if they become an item, bro, wow, the things we've accomplished on the Rodcast. If they become an item, I mean, that's gonna bring true joy to my heart, bro. Whether anyone else cares, I don't know, but I will be like, yes, yes, we have accomplished something. But I don't know. Maybe Moon is very shy around the ladies and he's gonna be too scared. I don't know. He is a baby, of course, guys. So he's still a tiny little baby and he might not have his I don't know, his manliness just yet. He's a baby. All right, Patricia, we appreciate you showing up again on another Rodcast. But dudes, what do you call it? We will hit it up tomorrow at some time, and then we'll see what we can do, what damage we can do. Again, we are only looking for a 4-pound BBL Plus in order to pay out $150 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. It is that simple, my dudes. We just got to get it. Just got to find it. Now, I will leave you guys with the Guntersville jams while I go and back up the truck.
Unlimited calling, yeah, that's the crew. Unlimited calling, yeah, that's the sharp like blades in the skies. Throttle down, silver skates on glass. Both slicing clean like a samurai slash. Krill got the bait lines heavy with dreams. Unlimited vision, plotting schemes. Callers on the deck, calling the plays. LA and G, I'm setting the blaze. Engine growl, yeah, that's our sound. Lake so smooth, feel skybound. Guntersville gang, we own this town. Guntersville, Guntersville. On the lake, we chillin', thrillin'. LA and G, I'm even Krill too. Unlimited calling, yeah, that's the crew. Unlimited calling, yeah, that's the crew. Unlimited calling, yeah, that's the crew. Guntersville, Guntersville. Riding on silver, ripping and spillin'. Dockside vibes where the stories unfold. Fish tails big, but the crew stays bold. Trophies stacking like chips in
All right, guys, that it was BBLs in the house. All right, guys, so I appreciate you guys rolling with us. This is the first day back in 2026. Moon, you got a shot, dog. We will see. We will see. I'll have to touch base with Merc and then we'll see what's up, dog. Either way, guys, I hope you guys have a blessed 2026, homies. That's what's up. CX, we haven't forgot that you donated that cash to us, bro. We appreciate it. And everybody should appreciate the fact that CX has pushed it up to 150 rather than 125. So then we will see when we get that BBL plus. My dudes, everybody have a kick bass 2026 and fish around and find out.